all day today, the price of Bitcoin has been battling the level of $29,500, but it appears to be showing some strength. It appears to be showing some support. It rallied up this morning to $30,300, but it's back down again right now. And the question is, are we going to lose that level? And if we do lose that level, it can get pretty nasty. So, of course, we don't want to lose that level. But if it did lose that level, where's the price of Bitcoin going to go? And what can we expect? And what is the play that you should be considering right now? What is the play to be making in the markets right now? Is it time to exit? Is it time to go, look, it's time to go short? Or is it a good time to be buying Bitcoin? We're going to discuss all of these things in today's video, as well as discussing the key thing that I think that Bitcoin actually isn't the play to be in right now. I still think Ethereum is the play to be in right now. I'm going to explain why in today's video. I think Ethereum and altcoins, they're the plays to be in. I've been so busy, flat out. I don't know if you can tell from my eyes, but I've been flat out for the past few days now working on these TAMP videos, and they are coming very soon, which is pretty exciting. But if you are excited for today's video, or even if you're not excited, even if you just watch because, you know, market's down. Well, it's not even down. It's doing pretty well, isn't it, over the course of the past year? But yeah, markets, it is where it is, $29,700. Do drop a like on today's video, subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new. My name is Jordan. We trade crypto here on the internet every day. Some days are up, some days are down, but on the whole, I do a pretty good job of what I do here. So please do drop a like, subscribe. Let's crack on with the first of all, the news here. The Bitcoin has been losing, or potentially losing, its $29,500 support level, which would open the door up to $27,000. Looking at the price of Bitcoin, what this article here is talking about is the drop back down to this level, all the way back down here. If we lost this level here, the next key level of support is, basically off of the outside of the bull flag. It'd be pretty unpleasant to see that happen, but no doubt we would see a significant strengthening in the Ethereum market. And as I've been explaining at the start of today's video, the play is on Ethereum right now. It's not on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not that the play has already been had. It's just that from a percentage point of view, to make money, Ethereum is going to move more than the price of Bitcoin because of the SEC judgment, because of what's going on with XRP. Just to point out what's going on with XRP, Bitcoin might be down a little bit today, but XRP isn't. XRP is up 3.7%. XRP is doing very, very well. Again, I closed my XRP long position today, but I might be opening another one. Again, if you are interested in trading XRP, check out the link for BYBIT in today's video description. I updated you on this trade in yesterday's video. It was in a loss in yesterday's video, and it remains in a loss in today's video, around an $8,000 loss. It's around a $500,000 long position on the price of Ethereum. It's not any kind of significant sizing or anything like that. I've been waiting for a good time to really load up this trade, bring down my average entry, and wait for that kind of, as soon as Bitcoin starts looking a little bit more perky, like it's not just going to poop the bed and drop down significantly, I'm going to pile into that Ethereum long position, because I think everybody is missing what is actually going on in the markets right now. From my perspective, what is going on in the markets right now is you have these major media conglomerates that on Friday and Monday published a bunch of news stories about XRP to try and FUD the price of it back down, to say that, look, the SEC is going to re-sue them, they're going to appeal the decision, and this is going to be terrible for the markets. But it's not happened yet, and if you were going to appeal it, you'd have probably appealed it by now. Gary Gensler came out to say today, it was this morning, first thing this morning, Gary Gensler came out. I wonder if we posted it to Crypto Saving Experts Twitter page. I think we might have done. Let me just load that up and see if we've got it. Because if we do, it's a worthwhile clip to watch. If you don't already know, Crypto Saving Experts is the best place to be getting on news and education here in crypto. And I'm pretty sure we will have posted that clip. Yes, we have done. So give this a watch right now.
Regulation, does it inject urgency into the need for federal legislation to clarify regulatory oversight of this industry?
Look, our mission remains exactly what I spoke about earlier, about investor protection, promoting capital formation, and the markets in the middle. This is a recent decision, just a handful of days ago. We were pleased from that decision, recognizing the importance of protecting investors on the institutional investors in that, and that the court movement with regard to fair notice, and while disappointed on what they said about retail investors, we're still looking at it and assessing that opinion.
And basically, in that, he's alluding to, look, we're considering that we could potentially maybe appeal this decision, but there's just little point in them doing that. You can tell from his demeanor here, he's not so confident in what he's saying. At the same time, he's really thinking about his words, because he's spitting them out so slowly. The SEC know they've lost that case. They know they've got to focus on Coinbase, and they know they've got to focus on Binance, but they also know if they lose the XRP case, they probably lose the Coinbase case as well. And the only case that they do stand a chance at winning is the Binance case, of which, if they lose the Coinbase case, they'll probably lose the Binance case as well. The SEC is setting themselves up to fail right now. Gary is setting himself up to lose his job. And in the case where Gary loses his job, perhaps we get somebody in charge of the SEC that isn't a dick, that is a bit nicer towards us people in crypto, that doesn't just want to destroy the entire industry, and in fact wants to regulate it in a sensible way and help the industry grow. But that remains to be seen, and of course that's a bit of a long shot in terms of a Bitcoin trade. In terms of what we can expect from the markets right now, well, this is how the market is looking on the 15-minute chart. It looks sad, like a sad donkey. It is looking like a donkey right now, is Bitcoin, isn't it? Doesn't look fantastic. However, I would suggest that, to me, this is just a bounce off of a level of support. It's a level of support that we've came down, we've tested it here, tested it here, tested it here, the third test, and we've managed to stay above it so far. As long as we're maintaining a price above the level here, $29,500, I don't see why Bitcoin's price would break the downside. If we lose that level on a 1 hour candle, we will no doubt break to the downside and come back down to around $28,500. But on the whole, the market is looking, from my perspective, more like a long position than a short position. Definitely more like a long position. But to be honest, I favor Ethereum over everything right now. I favor going long on Ethereum over going long on Bitcoin, because look, Bitcoin could drop down could drop down about 3 or 4%. But at the same time, Ethereum is setting itself up for a significant jump up to the upside in terms of its Bitcoin value. If you look at Ethereum's Bitcoin value on this chart, W reversal pattern bottom, and if we measure the price distance up to this level right here, look, Bitcoin could drop, say, 5%. Ethereum could pump 5% in terms of its Bitcoin value. You wouldn't see the price of Ethereum change. If anything, you'd see the price go up just a little bit. So from my perspective, the play right now is not on Bitcoin, it is on Ethereum, and that's why I'm putting my eggs in this Ethereum flavored basket. And in terms of price projections on what to expect from Ethereum, well, that's only the 4 hour chart. If we really start zooming out on the price of Ethereum and look at the daily chart, you can see that for a long time now, we have been forming this inverse head and shoulders pattern, and it's been a long time, but we are showing some nice support at these levels, and that support, I think, in the longer term, when I say longer term, I mean the next few weeks and months, maybe this 20% rise up against the price of Bitcoin, I would expect it, especially if the SEC confirms. And don't forget, everybody is thinking about this appeal. But what about when the SEC submits their "we are not going to pursue this any further" motion in the XRP case? Don't you think that's going to affect the price fairly positively? Don't you wonder why the price of XRP keeps rising despite this impending appeal? It's not going to happen, I don't think. I genuinely don't think the appeal is going to happen. And because of that, I think the altcoin market is going to boom. I think Bitcoin probably stays flat for a little bit and people store their profits in Bitcoin. But on the whole, my plays right now, because Bitcoin's failed to break above that $32,000 level, and that is pretty key to my theory. Because we failed to break above $32,000, I just favor the altcoin market and I favor the Ethereum market. I think that both of them are going to go for a bit of a rally. And if you look at like what TAP is doing right now, TAP is looking for another breakout. You can see we're back up here. You can see the resistance in the charts is getting thinner and thinner and thinner. There's not a whole lot of sell pressure here in the charts. There is an awful lot of buy pressure here. It's looking strong, almost like this week is going to be a great week. And I am kind of expecting a great week for TAP. So keep your eyes peeled on the price of XTP coin. I think it could do pretty well. It is available on Bittrex. Don't forget, of course, nothing in today's video is like financial advice. You should always do your own research. But if you are interested in trading, please do check out the link in today's video description for BYBIT. If you do decide to sign up on that link, you will be entered into the ROLEX giveaway. I'll have more information about that on the channel very soon. The World Series of Trading is coming up as well. And if you want to be in my team, you've got to be on that link in today's video description. If we win the World Series of Trading together, we split a multi-million-dollar pot. In the last year's World Series of Trading, I actually came #1 out of every single YouTuber that was trading in that competition. Our team didn't come #1. Too many people got wrecked early on. Don't get wrecked early on. But on the whole, I came number one out of all of the YouTubers. So we do stand a decent chance at winning World Series of Trading this year. And I hope you do choose to join me on that journey as well. So on the whole, looking forward to World Series of Trading, looking forward to how the markets are going to perform over the next week. I do expect this kind of sad period of momentum to come to an end fairly soon. And if you did enjoy today's video, do drop a like on it. One more thing before we wrap up. First of all, the UK is not a safe place for crypto people anymore. Just consider that perhaps it's time to leave. I am considering that as well. The SEC acknowledges another Bitcoin ETF filing by Valkyrie, and Binance has dissolved its partnership with the Argentine Football Association. That comprises today's news. If you do want to know more about those news stories, please go to cryptosavingexpert.com. But on that note, this is the end of the video. Slap a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. If you want to watch a trading tutorial, click on the one on the screen right now. See you in the next video. Goodbye.